Level 1. The Gladiator School. You are 30 years old. Capua, 73 BC. You are a Thracian prisoner, sold into slavery at the gladiatorial school of Batiatus. They lock you in a dark, stone cell, surrounded by iron bars and guards who watch your every breath. The doctor, the trainer of gladiators, beats you with a leather whip for the slightest mistake, teaching you to kill or be killed. You are forced to train in the hot sun, sweating in the dust, holding a heavy wooden sword. They treat you like Gia Suc, preparing you for the arena where you will bleed for the amusement of Roman citizens. Your wife is sold to another master, her face lost in the fog. You look at your fellow gladiators, Gaul, German, and Thracian, all sharing the same despair. But under your white face, your eyes two black dots of iron, a cold rage is growing. You refuse to die for their sport. You whisper to 70 other gladiators in the dark, waiting for the spark. You will not be a beast of the arena. You will be a man of war. The chains are heavy, but your heart is hard. You wait in the dark, and the time is coming. You feel the fire. Level 2. The Capua Breakout. You are 30 years old. Capua, 73 BC. The spark catches fire. In the dark kitchens of the gladiator school, you and 70 other slaves make your move. You have no iron armor, no bronze shields, no swords. You seize whatever you can find. Simple kitchen knives, heavy iron spits, cleavers. You charge the guards in the dining halls, slashing through their throat. The guards are shocked by the fury of the slaves, falling in pools of blood. You break through the wooden gates, escaping into the streets of Capua. On the road, you ambush a transport cart, taking real gladiatorial weapons, short swords, iron helmets, shields. You flee toward the towering mountain of Mount Vesuvius, the steep cliffs offering a natural fortress. Behind you, Rome is screaming, sending soldiers to hunt you down. But you are no longer in chains. You stand on the high rocks, looking over the green fields of Campania. You have started a fire in the heart of the Republic, and you will let it burn. The fire of freedom has begun, and you will never go back. Level 3. The Vine Ropes. You are 30 years old. Mount Vesuvius, 73 BC. The Roman Senate does not take you seriously, sending only a small force under Praetor Glaber to block your path. The Romans do not attack. They simply block the narrow trail leading down Vesuvius, waiting for you to starve in the cold cliffs. They think they have you trapped, laughing at the slaves from their comfortable camp below. But you look at the wild grapevines growing on the edge of the abyss. You order your men to cut the vines, weaving them into long, strong ropes. Tonight, you tell your men, we will show them that slaves can fly. In the pitch black of night, you and your warriors climb down the sheer, rocky cliffs, descending into the deep shadows. The Romans are sleeping, expecting no threat from the mountainside. You land quietly in the valley, draw your gladius, and charge their tents. The camp erupts in chaos, soldiers running in panic, slaughtered in their beds as the fires spread. You seize their weapons and horses, turning the hunters into the hunted, and the mountain is yours. Level 4. The Slaves' Army. You are 31 years old. Southern Italy, 72 BC. The victory at Vesuvius changes everything. Thousands of escaped slaves, shepherds, and poor farmers flock to your camp, seeking freedom. They speak different languages, Gaul, German, Thracian, and have never held a sword. You divide the command with Crixus, the fierce Gaul warrior, who fights with absolute fury. You establish a massive camp, melting down iron farming chains to make swords and spears, turning the symbols of your slavery into the weapons of your freedom. You teach them to fight in ranks, to hold their wooden shields together, to act as one body with one heart. The Roman Senate is horrified, realizing this is not a simple riot, but a war. They send legions to crush you, but you lead your men through the valleys, ambushing their columns. You look at your army, a sea of white faces and dark eyes, Once slaves, now warriors. You have built a shield for the oppressed and a sword for the weak. You march forward, marching into the storm. Level 5, the crushing consuls. You are 31 years old. Northern Italy, 72 BC. The Roman Senate sends both consuls, Publicola and Clodianus, with 4 elite legions to surround you. But you are faster, moving through the hills like a shadow. You strike Publicola first, crushing his ranks in the mountain passes, and then turn to defeat Clodianus, leaving their legions in ruins. You seize their golden eagles and bronze armor, the ultimate humiliation for Rome. But the victory is bitter. Crixus and his forces have been defeated, his body left on the battlefield. To honor your fallen brother, you capture 300 Roman soldiers. You do not execute them. You force them to fight to the death as gladiators. In a funeral game for a slave, you watch from a wooden platform, your mouth a flat line, your hand on your sword hilt. The masters are now the toys, and the slaves are the spectators. You show Rome that their games can be turned against them. You watch them bleed on the sand, and the memory of Crixus is honored. Level 6, the turned back. You are 31 years old. Cisalpine Gaul, 72 BC. You have marched your army all the way to the Alps, defeating the governor Cassius in a bloody battle. The snow-capped mountains stand before you, and beyond them lies freedom, Thrace, Gaul, Germany, where the Roman legions cannot reach. You order your army to cross, to return to their homelands, but your men refuse. They are drunk on victory, rich with plunder, and want to turn back to southern Italy to loot more cities. They do not want freedom. They want revenge on their masters. You stand in the cold wind, looking at the Alps, your white face blank. You know that Rome is endless, that their legions will return, and that staying in Italy means death. But you cannot march alone. You yield to the will of the army, turning your legions back south, into the heart of the beast. You march away from freedom, knowing that you are marching toward a grave. You choose the path of revenge, and the end of the story is set. Level 7, the rich man's decimation. You are 32 years old. Southern Italy, 71 BC. The Roman Senate is desperate, appointing Marcus Licinius Crassus, the richest man in Rome, to lead the war. Crassus does not fight with promises. He fights with absolute terror. When his legions flee from your vanguard, Crassus restores discipline with the ancient law of decimation. He orders his guards to beat every 10th soldier to death in front of the army. 4,000 Roman soldiers are beaten to death by their own comrades, their blood staining the dry grass. The survivors realize that Crassus is more dangerous than the rebels, and their hearts harden. Crassus marches south with 8 legions, closing the roads, building stone walls, and cutting off your supply lines. You feel the change in the wind. The Romans no longer run. They stand firm behind their iron shields, waiting for the final clash. The game of war has changed, and the shadows are closing. The battle of iron and blood is ready, and the end is near. Level 8, the pirate betrayal. You are 32 years old. Regium, 71 BC. You have retreated to the toe of Italy, intending to cross the narrow straits to Sicily to spark a new slave rebellion there. You negotiate with Cilician pirates, paying them a fortune in gold to transport your army across the sea. You stand on the sandy shores, watching the horizon for their sails. But the pirates betray you, taking your gold and sailing away, leaving you stranded on the beach. Suddenly, Crassus acts. He builds a massive, 37-mile-long defensive line, a deep ditch and high stone wall, from sea to sea, locking your army in the peninsula. You are trapped, with no food, no allies, and a cold winter storm approaching. You look at the dark wall, your eyebrows straight, your mouth a flat line. The sea is behind you, the wall is in front, and Crassus is waiting. The trap is shut, but a rebel does not starve in silence. He fights. You prepare your weapons, you look at the wall, and you choose to strike. Level 9, the The snow escape. You are 32 years old. Regium, 71 BC. A terrible winter blizzard hits the peninsula, covering the land in white snow. Your army is starving, freezing in the wind. You know you cannot stay, so you choose the storm. In the dead of night, during a howling blizzard, you lead your men to Crassus' defensive line. You do not dig, you fill. You order your men to throw everything into the deep Roman ditch: rocks, tree branches, snow, and the bodies of dead horses and soldiers. You build a bridge of flesh and earth, crossing the ditch in silence. You attack the Roman guards on the wall, slashing through the guards in the dark. The blizzard hides your movement, and before Crassus can rally his legions, you have broken through his wall, escaping into the open plains of Lucania. You are free from the trap, but your army is fractured, and the final battle is waiting. You run through the snow, you breathe the cold air. You are still a free man. Level 10, the Siler Battle. You are 32 years old. Lucania, 71 BC. The final hour has arrived. Crassus has trapped your remaining forces near the Siler River, and Pompey's legions are marching from the north to join him. You have no path of retreat. Before the battle, your men bring you a fine horse. You draw your sword and slay the horse in front of the army, telling them that if you win, you will have many horses, and if you lose, you will not need one. You charge into the Roman ranks on foot, fighting with absolute fury, trying to reach Crassus himself. You slash through 2 centurions, your white face splattered with blood, your swords a blur of death, but the legions are endless. A spear pierces your thigh, and you fall to your knees, still swinging your swords, fighting like a wild beast. You are surrounded by a wall of bronze shields, and a wave of iron swords falls, cutting you to pieces. You fall on the grass, your eyes open, looking at the sky, free at last. Level 11, the Appian Way. You are 32 years old. Rome, 71 BC. The battle is over, and the rebellion is crushed. Your body is never found, lost in the pile of dead slaves, but your name remains a shadow over Rome. To send a message to all who dream of freedom, Crassus orders his guards to crucify 6,000 surviving slaves, placing crosses every few paces along the Appian Way, from Capua to Rome. For miles, the bodies hang in the sun, a forest of wooden crosses and rotting flesh. The crows circle the road, and the wind carries the smell of death. Centuries will pass, the Roman Empire will crumble into ruins, but the story of the Thracian slave who shook the Republic will live forever. You lost your army, you lost your life, you lost the war, but you won the future. The gladiator who broke his chains is now a beacon for the oppressed. The world will never forget Spartacus. And now, you are history.